Hey folks, it's Mangrel. Welcome back to the channel, and this is probably my final test in determining which of these two remotes I go with. This is the Tango 2 Pro, so a Crossfire remote. This one here is the gray DJI FPV Controller 2, and I'm trying to see how they differ from a range perspective. So I've got this quad over here, and this quad has been set up with both of these remotes. So of course, the gray remote uses the actual DJI Air Unit, whereas the TBS Tango requires an extra receiver and an extra antenna, which you see back here. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a non-scientific test, and I'm sure a bunch of you will tell me how I went wrong with this test, but what I'm gonna do, I'm going to set this up here on this box. I'm gonna make sure the air unit has plenty of cooling, and then I'm going to go for a walk. So I'm taking both these controllers with me along with my goggles, and I'm gonna do a walk and see which of these links ends up failing first and how far away I get from the house here before that happens. And my expectation is the video link will fail first, and then it'll be the gray one, and then it'll be the black one. But I want to do a quick test on this and see how that looks like. So let me go ahead and plug this in. I'll get some cooling on the air unit, and then I will check in with you when I have something to report on my walk. All right, so I'm going to be commentating here on the bench on what exactly happened. So here you can see garage doors closing, so we are heading out, and really everything is looking pretty good. So I do have the Tango 2 running on dynamic power, maximum power of 500 milliwatts. The DJI is running on full FCC mode, so I think that would be 700 milliwatts on manual control here on channel 3. So we can already see that we're losing our megabits for the video. I got in the left corner both the dBms for the Tango 2 along with the link quality. So one means that it's in 100 Hertz mode, and 98 or 100 means link quality is really, really good. So at this point, I would consider us losing the video image because we just saw a little breakup. We have 0 megabits. So this is now loss of video, even though we can't tell exactly on this image here. RC signal, I don't trust that because that is showing 3 bars, 4 bars, and you'll see shortly it'll just completely drop off. So you can't really trust that guy. All right, and we just lost the signal on both the video and the transmitter. The transmitter on the DJI is not reconnecting. So it looks like we are completely out of its range here. I'm pointing away from the quad. So kind of the worst possible situation here. The Tango still has 4 bars, 3 bars, 4 bars. So it looks like good signal on the Tango. I've lost video, so I can't really tell how the signal quality on the Tango is, but it looks like we're gonna head back now and see when it actually gets the signal back. I'll post how far away I am exactly. I'm guessing it's about 4-minute walk since I left the house, but it looks like we've lost the link already. So this is quite interesting. I just turned around in exactly the same spot where we lost the signal. And as soon as I turned around, so now the antenna is pointing towards the quad, we got our signal back on the remote controller. And we also got the signal back in the goggles. The Crossfire, of course, no impact. So quite interesting that just turning around made that much of a difference. Let me keep walking back. And now we're heading back. So you can see that everything is starting to improve. Our video megabits are starting to go up. So now 1, 2, we're heading in the right direction. Our TBS Tango or Crossfire statistics are improving on the left-hand side. So we do see the dBms becoming a higher number. So, minus 78 is actually higher than minus 80. So as we head back, things are looking pretty good. We never saw the Tango 2 drop out of the 1 or 2 mode. So that's a good sign. We see we're back into 2 mode, which is the fastest response rate, which I believe is 150 Hertz for the Crossfire system. So at this point, everything is looking really, really good. And we're probably, as we can see from the dBms, very, very close. And there we are, garage door reopening. We are back home. And we're back. So now I'm going to take just the Tango 2, the Crossfire remote, with me for a little walk, see how far we get before it actually fails safe. And we're heading back out once more. Again, that poor garage door is closing and opening. And we can see again, Our mode is looking really good for the Crossfire system. We were in mode 2, now we are in mode 1. Our DBMs are fairly good. I've got Betaflight OSC set to warn me at -80. That may be a number that is too, I guess, low, too high maybe. But we can see here, we're still holding amazing link quality. So mode 1, so 100 Hertz, 100% link quality. Again, looking very, very good. And this one, you can see I've already been gone for 3 minutes. So I'm walking quite a bit further than I did with the DJI system. And we can see that number for the DBMs, that -96, 97 number is getting pretty low. And I'm not sure what the sensitivity is on this radio, but I think it probably can go to -117 or so. So we have plenty of space still to go further. And the main thing, and what I've learned from Joshua Bardwell, is you look at these two numbers together. So the important thing is, does it go out of mode 1? So if it goes to mode 0, you know you're in trouble. And also if that link quality starts dropping below, let's say 80, you know you're in trouble. And we'll see that it'll happen very, very shortly. We get to 70. And we just lost the signal. So I'm probably 3 streets over from where I was. So definitely a lot further than I got with the DJI. Let me turn around, head back, and then we'll see when it regains signal. And again, as soon as I turned around, it has regained signal and I see it's got the 4 bars. We'll just have to see what mode we're in. Are we in mode 0, 1, or 2? But I've now regained signal. And we're heading back so we can see our vitals in the left-hand corner are improving. And I think what ended up happening was the remote controller lost telemetry. I don't think it actually fail-safed, because looking back at the video here on the bench, our link quality was still, I mean, not great at 76, but we were still in mode 1. So I think that is what happened. And ultimately what the editing of this video is showing me is that even on the DJI, the remote controller went a bit further than the loss of video. So if you think about it realistically, you're flying, your video goes all wonky, you start to get little micro freezes in the video. At that point, you're going to probably crash or you're going to bail out, you're going to return home. And it looks like the controller is perfectly fine for that. Now, from a mathematical or scientific perspective, yeah, of course, Crossfire gives you way better range. As you can see from here, I went quite a bit further, but whether it really matters in the real world, I'm thinking probably not as much as we're thinking. Now, of course, there are other problems with this particular remote, which I will cover in my next video, and that may ultimately be the deciding factor between which of these 2 remotes I end up keeping. So I hope this video was helpful and it helps you make your decision on which of these 2 remotes or these 2 systems you go with. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and stay tuned for more videos.